8 earned runs and the loss in his last one. Hopefully he can shake that off and pitch a lot better here today.
Digging in now, Cam Gibson. And we are set for baseball here this evening. And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike one.
First pitch, 7:05.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out.
Second, the center fielder, Victor.
Now to the plate, Victor Reyes. He's ready. Here's the first offering. That's down into left center for a base hit. Around first, he's digging for second. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
Next to bat will be Yasiel Puig. Here's the 0-1. Puig, commonly known around baseball as Wild Horse. He's currently in the first year of a new 7-year contract, so he's got plenty of security in that sense going forward. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
And he is safe at third as he moves up on what's likely to be ruled a wild pitch. Reyes stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. Bounce it to the left side. Dive, but it's in and out of the glove, and the run should score. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Merrifield tags the runner. He's out at second base.
Well, they guessed right on the first pitch out. Sometimes you have to wait a pitch or two in the at-bat to try that, but they must have had a pretty good idea he was going to be on the move.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Merrifield brings it in. Throw will be well late as he reaches it first.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that ball's...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So it's 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Ivan Nova, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you always like to begin the season on a good note. In his first start of the year, he did just that, picking up the win. There's nothing he'd like to do more than to get number 2 in this one here.
So, guys, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, they come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year you get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That strikeout was all about setting the hitter up with hard stuff. You can see the first 3 pitches are coming in fast, and then he slows it down on the 4th pitch, knowing the hitter is sort of conditioned for the hard stuff. Yet another way to upset a hitter's timing.
Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. And he's looking to get it going, off to a bit of a slow start this year. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
So it was a strikeout looking there. Alex Gordon becomes the second out of the bottom of the first. With Merrifield next to bat, head-to-head against Nova. He's gone 6 for 10. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Going to be a long day if he executes like this, punching tickets right out of the gate.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Gibson is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. We'll move ahead to the top of the second now. Tigers lead this one 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. The next batter, Jeimer Candelario. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Racing back the center fielder. Gone to lead off the inning. So a solo shot here to left center field. 6th home run on the season for him, and it's given Detroit a 2-0 lead.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Into the box now, Austin Romine. On a line, that's a base hit.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
And here's a dive by the center fielder, but it's off his glove. They'll add on to their total as the run scores all the way from first. It's a 3-0 game.
Looks like the pitching coach is going to come out and have a word with him. Don't like to see that in the second inning, but once he makes sure he's okay physically, I'm sure it'll be just words of encouragement the rest of the way.
Here's Jordy Mercer now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Set to deliver the 0-1. And now the runner's trying for third. Oh my, this ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? Splash landing. It's into the fountains for a monster home run. So a 2-run shot to left center. 4th home run here in the early going. And the Tigers add on. It's now a 5-0 score.
Boy, when this guy gets in a groove, he can hit him. And when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game. And if they continue to pitch him on the outer part of the plate, look out. This guy's going to do some major damage.
And now Cam Gibson. Yes, he'll take a look at ball one. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Royals as they enter play here tonight. Fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6. Swing, and this is also hit well. Out to deep center. Gone. Back-to-back homers. So it's a solo shot to dead center. 4th home run here in the early going. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Well, when a manager talks about hitting being contagious, that is exactly what we're talking about. One guy tees off, and the guy behind him starts to feel a little bit more confident, a little bit more focused. The next thing you know, you've got 3 home runs in an inning, and your entire offense is off and running.
Now here comes the Royal skipper up the stairs on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out. Here's the first pitch to him. Hot shot on the ground is short. Throw in time at first for out number 2. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings in Miguel Cabrera. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Phillips is there for it, and that's the 3rd out. So this once slim lead is slim no longer as 5 runs come across to score to help build a substantial advantage in is Jorge Soler. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Fastball called strike, 1-2.
I'm absolutely shocked he took that pitch right there. Right in a wheelhouse, low 90s heater. That's one you gotta let go on.
And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the 1st out. Hunter Dozier digging in now.
The 3rd baseman, Hunter.
Here comes the first pitch.
Off the plate, ball 1.
The 1-0. Popped up. Cabrera waits on it. 2 gone. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the 2nd. A high fastball is in there. Salvador Perez behind in the count, 0-2.
Let's see if he tries to climb the ladder right here, change his eye level, or bounce something in the dirt.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. Royals.
Welcome back to Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. We send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Tigers manager Ron Gardenhire during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said they're doing an excellent job with pitch selection, meaning they're swinging at the right pitches and doing damage with them. The numbers back that up. 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet, guys.
Castro.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line drive to center field. Phillips is there, and he has it for the 1st out. 1 gone here in the Detroit 3rd. And into bat next, it'll be Jeimer Candelario. First delivery to him on the way. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2. Stepping into the box, Austin Romine. He reached on a single in his first try. Now the pitch. Soft liner towards short. And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single.
Yeah, nobody on right there, Dan. 2 outs. It's not every day you see a guy pick him up and put him down like him getting down to first base right there. Bought himself a base hit.
Well, I'd say what, there's a couple of things you can do. It doesn't take a lot of talent to hustle, and it doesn't take talent to be on time, and he hustled out of the box, turned what could have been a ground out to end the inning into an infield single.
Line towards center field. Phillips is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is striding into the box. Ryan O'Hearn, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home 3rd.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Oh, and he's caught looking at a beautiful curveball there as that buckled him for the 1st out of the inning. Into the box now, Maikel Franco. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. To short. Scooped up. Throw to the plate. Then it goes to first, and it's not in time. Runner at first following the error. And next it'll be the outfielder, Brett Phillips. In there, strike one. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Man, when you're struggling at the plate, that pitcher smells blood in the water. He's coming right after you, trying to end it quick.
And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2. Into the box now, Adalberto Mondesi. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. No balls and a strike to count. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Royals leave 1. They still find themselves down 6-zip. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jordy Mercer. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. A solo shot here to left, his 2nd home run of the game, as this lead swells to 7-0. I'm sure you know it's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on ShowTrack. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch. To the plate now, Cam Gibson. And he puts it on the ground to second. Merrifield picks it up on to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. Coming to the plate now, Victor Reyes. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. That's lifted the other way out to left. And there to take it in is Gordon for out number 2. So 2 outs now for the Tigers in their half of the 4th. And up next, the right-handed bat of Yasiel Puig. Hard on the ground toward short. And that finds its way through for a base hit. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
First pitch on its way. Line toward the gap in left center. And boy, the Tigers really have it going, as that's good for extra bases as well. The runner from first crosses the plate. Wow, we really got to see some elite speed burning around the base paths on that play. He came all the way around to score rather easily, and that top speed on ShowTrack makes me think we should start saying he's in scoring position when he's at first base. So now to the plate, Harold Castro, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. No hits to this point. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Looking up is Gordon. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a 2-run shot to left center. 7 home runs for him on the year now, as they just continue to pour it on here. Fans are getting plenty of souvenirs today. That's the 5th ball we've seen clear the fence by just this one lineup alone.
Yeah, Matty B. How about this, D-Row? If you come to watch offense, you've picked the right game to come and see.
5 bombs from one team. Everybody in the lineup. They're making fun right now of the guys who don't have a homer in this one.
Jake Kalish gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Into the box, Jeimer Candelario. Mondesi picks it up, and how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on one pitch, and the inning is over. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. To the bottom of inning. So striding forward now, Alex Gordon. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Now batting, the second baseman, Whit Merrifield.
1 away for the Royals here in the 4th. And Whit Merrifield will dig in at the plate. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Oh, and look what I found out there on the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the 2nd out of the inning.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
So digging in now, Jorge Soler looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat, and he gets ahead 0-1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2.
That's Bolton.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts.
The 2-2 one more time. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. KC down in order, starting to look bleak, down 10-0. In now, Austin Romine. 2 base hits, both singles to this point.
Austin Romine.
First pitch coming, here it is. Hard hit ball to short. And he'll have himself a leadoff single as this is through into left.
Well, Dan, the sun goes down and this guy lights up right here. That's his 3rd knock of the night.
Talk about having a good night. 3 hits, and hey, he might have another at bat or 2 before this one ends.
Ready once again, Nico Goodrum. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. From the belt, the pitch. Weak grounder back to the mound. And with his speed, forget it. It's an infield single.
The batter number 9, second baseman, Jordy Mercer.
Stepping in now, Jordy Mercer.
He swings and grounds it to short. Mondesi brings it in.
On to first to complete the double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at 3rd now.
Here comes the first pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Takes just 4. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with the Kansas City manager during the inning break about the Royals' offensive production to this point. And he told me he'd like to see a lot more aggressiveness in their at-bats the rest of the game. Too much of the time they're finding themselves in disadvantage counts like 0-2 and 1-2. And that's basically never a formula for success. He said they're getting a lot of strikes to swing at, so the emphasis the rest of the game has to be to jump on those strikes early in the at-bat.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for the Royals.
And that brings in Hunter
baseman,
Dozier. He popped
Hunter.
out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Fouled off. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Grounded down the 3rd baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
And it's 0-1 to the Kansas City first baseman.
Wouldn't mind a pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against him.
1-1.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
Count is 1-2 now. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. He'll try again. 1-2. Hit out towards second. Mercer able to get there. And the off-balance throw is right there for the 3rd out. And a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. Royals into the box. Victor Reyes. He'll look to get the Tigers going in their half of the 6th.
Victor Reyes.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. This is line to left. And Gordon's there to take it in for the 1st out.
Up next for the Tigers.
In now is Yasiel Puig.
Yasiel Puig.
First pitch on its way. A bouncer up the middle. Mondesi scoops it up, and the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
Now batting.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Miguel Cabrera. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. First pitch of the at-bat. Got him to reach for it there as this is grounded to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error. Striding forward now is the DH, Maikel Franco. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
The difference between 0-1 and 1-0 is so monumental, and this guy has been on top of his game all day, attacking the zone and getting ahead of these hitters.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame. Stepping in, Adalberto Mondesi. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he
struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown. At the plate, Harold Castro. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
The last at-bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Throwing to second. And he's out trying to stretch it into a double, so a costly mistake here leading off the inning.
The third baseman, Candelario.
At the plate, Jeimer Candelario. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Heading after it is Phillips. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, catcher.
So 2 outs now here in the Detroit half of the 7th. And up next, the catcher, Austin Romine. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. On the ground to third. Dozier brings it in. On to first, and they don't come any easier than that. Ready now, Alex Gordon. He flew out in his last at-bat.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
He's got it. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
Now batting, second baseman,
Whit Merrifield next to hit. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Called strike at the knees, 1-1.
Looks like he's got a good feel for that two-seam fastball this far into the game. He's used it really effectively tonight.
And that's in there, and there goes the no-hitter. They finally break through for their first hit of the ball game, so the no-hit bid will end right here.
Yeah, Matty V, and this is when you start thinking about that no-no. You get into the 7th inning, D-Row. As a pitcher, you start looking ahead to what might happen.
And that donut stares at you from an offensive standpoint as well. This guy's had his A game. You can't deny it.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Stepping up to the plate, Nico Goodrum. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hops this one up. Merrifield into shallow center. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Jordy Mercer will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take you back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. Smoked on the ground left side. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
Cam Gibson.
In now, Cam Gibson. On a rope to the second baseman, but the runner is back to avoid the double play.
Now batting.
Digging in, Victor Reyes. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made. So coming to the plate, Hunter Dozier. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Behind 0-2 now. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
That's a stone cold take right there. Easily could have been rung up instead.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Puig's got a read on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And up steps Salvador Perez. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Fastball in there for a called strike. Called strike, 0-2.
Hey, this guy's done a better job than expected. He's made some bad pitches in the strike zone, but so far he hasn't gotten hurt by him.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Royals catcher. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Royals. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. He's through first and hustling for second. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Well, the pitcher can't really worry about that one. I mean, it was only their second hit of the game, so he's doing a lot of things right. Let's see if he can leave him out there now.
Ryan O'Hearn comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. The 0-2 delivery. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now. First pitch of the at-bat.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
On a line, that's a base hit. Long throw to the plate. But the throw will be well up the line as he scores easily.
Dan, this offense has been struggling to push a run across all game. Here they get a nice 2-out RBI in the 8th inning to drive in the first run.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. All set to start the 9th in this one. Stepping up now, Yasiel Puig. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. Here comes the first pitch. High in the air out to center field. Phillips is there for it. 1 out.
Now batting.
And that'll bring up the veteran Miguel Cabrera. He's set. Here it comes. Hit sharply on the ground and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single. Poor base running there. Got him caught in a hot box between first and second. Tag, and he's out as he can't get back in time.
Now batting. Designated hitter. Harold Castro.
Standing in now, Harold Castro as he rips it on the ground to second. Merrifield scoops it up. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Joe Jimenez takes the mound here. Not a save situation, of course, because of the big lead, but he'll try to finish it out nonetheless. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Adalberto Mondesi, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Final line there for the Detroit starting pitcher, and he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening.
One of the big keys to having a good pitching performance is not being afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone, and this guy certainly wasn't in this one. Didn't allow a walk all game long.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
Second baseman.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Skied down the left field line.
He's going to be thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, I know you don't want to jinx it by talking about it, but this streak now, it's up to 11 games. When you're playing this well, you think the good times are going to last forever. But in baseball, trust me, this game has a way of humbling you. They should enjoy this ride, though, while it lasts.
10-1, the final lopsided score in this ball game. The Detroit Tigers jumped out.